We all wear masks. Some we carefully design, others we unconsciously inherit. But what happens when the mask becomes more real than the person behind it? When the role we play begins to write the script for our entire existence? This isn't just metaphor, it's the heart of a psychological paradox that affects every one of us. Today we dive into one of the most fascinating aspects of human nature, the persona. But more importantly, we'll explore what lies behind it, the part of ourselves we've forgotten, rejected, or hidden. This journey isn't just philosophical, it's deeply personal. And by the end of this video, you might just start to see yourself differently. Section 1. What is the persona? Imagine standing on a stage. The lights are blinding, the audience is silent, and in your hand you hold a mask. This mask is how you want to be seen: charming, intelligent, successful, humble, funny. In psychological terms, this is your persona, a concept introduced by Carl Jung. The persona is the social face we present to the world. It's not fake, but it's not the full truth either. Think of it as the version of yourself crafted to navigate society. The you that goes to work, interacts with friends, posts on social media. It's functional, adaptive, and necessary. But the danger begins when you forget you're wearing it. Section 2. How the persona is formed. From childhood, we learn what behaviors get rewarded and which ones get punished. Maybe you were praised for being polite, so you learned to hide your anger. Maybe you were called the smart one, so you buried your creative side to maintain the label. Over time, you start curating a version of yourself that fits expectations. Family, culture, school, religion all play a role in shaping your mask. By adulthood, the mask is so tightly fitted that removing it feels like tearing off skin. And the tragedy is, most people never even try. Section 3. The cost of over-identifying with the persona. The persona isn't inherently bad. In fact, we need it to survive. But when we start believing the persona is all we are, we become fragmented. You may find yourself feeling hollow, like something essential is missing. You might feel disconnected in relationships, unsure of who you really are beneath the roles you play. The need to constantly maintain appearances becomes exhausting. This is the existential weight of pretending. We start chasing validation instead of authenticity. We become a collection of performances, each tailored to different audiences, never truly resting in our own being. Section 4. What lies behind the mask? So what's behind the persona? Jung called it the shadow, the parts of ourselves we repress or deny. It's where we hide our insecurities, our desires, our anger, our potential. But it's also where our creativity, power, and vitality live. When you ignore the shadow, it doesn't disappear. It shows up as anxiety, projections, envy, or sudden outbursts. But when you face it, you begin the journey toward wholeness. Confronting the shadow means accepting that you are not just your good qualities. You are complex, messy, human. Section 5. The path to integration. How do we take off the mask without falling apart? It starts with awareness. Ask yourself, when am I performing? When do I feel most disconnected from myself? What parts of me have I locked away to be accepted? Journaling, therapy, honest conversations, solitude. These are all tools to begin peeling back the layers. And the goal isn't to destroy the persona, but to loosen its grip, to make it flexible, authentic, and in service of your true self, not a prison for it. Section 6. Living authentically. Imagine a life where you don't need to impress anyone, where your self-worth isn't tied to approval, where you can hold both light and darkness within you without shame. This is what philosophers and mystics have long pointed to: the courage to be whole, When you live from that place, relationships deepen, creativity flows, life feels more grounded. You stop performing and start existing. And ironically, when you're no longer trying to be impressive, that's when you become truly magnetic. So, who are you when no one's watching? Not the mask, not the role, not the image, but the raw, untamed, beautiful soul behind it all. Peeling back the persona isn't easy, but it's worth it, because the most meaningful freedom is the freedom to be yourself. Thanks for watching. If this sparked something in you, leave a comment below. I'd love to hear about the masks you've worn and what lies behind them. Until next time, stay curious and stay real.